Okay, we'll stand and say pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Okay, I've asked Steve Douglas to say the prayer.
Gracious Heavenly Father, we're thankful that we can be here tonight. We're thankful for the many blessings that you've bestowed upon us. We're thankful that you've been with us these past few weeks. You've been tough. Thank you for the folks here that have provided leadership and direction as we work through this. We pray that you be with them and be with all of us as citizens as we continue to work together for the common good of our community. In the name we pray.
Thank you. Okay, we'll call the meeting to order. Everybody's here. Good to see everybody. First thing on the agenda will be the approval of the meeting minutes from March 18th. Everybody have time to look at it. All right. Motion to Carl. Second by Kevin. All in favor? All right, motion carried. Okay, move on to our new business, be roads. Zach, you got a report?
Yes, so we've been doing a lot of ditching. We've been working on the Comps Bottom, Flat Creek, and Flat Rock Road and Mount Gilead on ditching. We've also been cleaning out pipes, trying to get the water off the roads and stay in the ditches as well. Let's see, we've been bushwhacking as well. We finished up Scobie Lane and Webtown entrance off 153 end, and we're on Lead Mine currently. And also we've started on getting all the mud and debris off the roadways from the flood water. And I wanted to tell everybody thank you that helped us. I'm not going to everybody's names that helped the road department and the community. I just want to say thank you from the road department. And that is it.
All right, any questions for Zach? All right, I want to say thank you to Zach and the road department. They had, this past Sunday, they didn't have to come in, but the Sunday before last, he texted me pictures while I was in church and said that the road was splitting on Flat Rock. And so he said, we're gonna have to close it down. So I told him, I said, just wait a minute, I'll be down there. So ended up having to work all day to get that where it's passable, because we really didn't have a good way out, because Mount Gilead was not too much of an option at the time. It's a little better now, but from all that heavy rain, it really washed our county road terrible. So thank you, Zach, and they've been over backwards trying to make sure it works right. They even had to bury a horse today, so it's been an adventure. I'm telling you, I was thinking today with all the storm we had, record-breaking snow, and then 2 floods in 2 months here, I guess, and it's been a challenge for the road department. But Brad, you got anything for the committee? I know you all met.
Yeah, we met with Travis and Danny and Zach, Kevin didn't make it, but we went over to talk about some equipment we're wanting to purchase and the budget, and so we're looking into that. Talked with Zach, our skid loader's acting up again, oil leak and wouldn't start this morning. So, and I tried to call the guy, I think Zach tried to reach out to him too. I don't know whether he's on vacation or why. I texted him, told him to call me about the skid loader and look at Bones' truck. So hopefully he gets back to me tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, I want to thank the road department too for what they're doing, and I want to thank everybody who helped us during the flood, Scotty and all the office, people in the office, and Kentucky River Fire Department for doing all the rescues. Come out tonight and help us with the mess we had. Really appreciate it.
Just a quick update on what, Brad's talking about. And I want to say thank you to all the magistrates that have contacted, wanting to know if we need any help and that kind of thing. It seemed like it's all in Brad's district, so he hadn't put many hours in for, being able to custom homes and barns. I'll tell you that, he's put way more in for the county. And even today, we've got his skid steer and his, Dean Clover's broom and trying to clean off the road down on Lockport Falls. So we got a call about 8 o'clock, I guess, last night saying it was slick. And I told Zach, I said, that's just somebody driving too fast. So it just happened, I was at Darrell, talking to them about some of the flood stuff down at Lockport. So me and Marianne, we went on down there. We got down there on Lockport Falls, went around the curve where the guardrail is down there, and hit that straight spot. And my truck just started sliding sideways. I mean, you couldn't stop it. It was worse than any ice I've ever been on. So then we tried to get the fire department out there. We couldn't get enough water to get it clean. So we ended up putting up, by about 11 o'clock, it done got better because the roads started drying. So we put up roads closed signs just to draw attention, and I'm sure they drove around them. But, and then we went today, or the road department went today and tried to sweep as much of that off as possible. Hopefully it'll be better. Hopefully we don't have to call you again, Bill. But thank you for all y'all have done. I mean, Kentucky River, they couldn't do enough. Everybody waits till dark to decide they want to come out of the water, and it just amazes me that you gotta wait till dark to ask these guys to get out on a boat in flood water, but that seems like that's what happened. But, all right, we'll move on to, planning and zoning, solid waste. Get Jason.
Yeah, get me. No bushes. All right, so we did 24 electrical permits, 43 building permits. Our next Board of Adjustments meeting will be April 28th at 6 p.m. here. And for the planning and zoning, we don't have anything on the agenda.
Okay. Any questions for Jason? All right, thank you. Okay, Parks and Fire Grant, Toby, I know they've been busy.
First, we finished up with our small engine classes, with those kids, it's handful. But during all the rain, we've been trying to get as much cut in one time as we can. And other than that, we've been painting for flag football, soccer, and prepping for Little League baseball scrimmages. Both the parks have games going on tonight, and opening day for Little League is Saturday. So we're gonna be getting that ready and start getting everything cut and weeded.
All right, any questions for Toby? And I want to say thank you to Toby and Daniel. They've helped us tremendously with some of the flooding stuff too. And I really appreciate it. It's been all hands on deck for the last few days. All right, thank you, Toby. Okay, next we move to the updated 4-H building contract. Travis, what do you want to go over?
The biggest thing that this does is just remove the large side out of the rental, or we can have it more as a meeting space with our chairs and it's not getting tore up. Once we can get Southern States to move the propane tank, we'll be able to get that line out and then do the ditching in the front for the drainage and then start finishing up this renovation. So the contract's basically the same as what it was, but it just kind of revamped it without having a large side on there.
We do. Motion. Okay, so we'll need a motion to make this in effect.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Carl, second by Danny. All in favor? All right, thank you. Okay, animal services, Danielle.
We have, we had 5 adoptions for the month of March. We have collected $17.25 in donations and $60 in fees. And then we also started a total of $505 from the vaccine clinic, bringing our total at 31 donations for the month of March for fees. We do have 2 adoption events this month already scheduled, as well as the vaccine or the spay-neuter clinic through Kentucky Humane Society.
All right, any questions for Danielle? All right, thank you. Okay, committee report. Roger?
Committee did not, report this past month, we didn't see any issue addressed.
All right. Okay, we'll move on to economic development committee update. I know y'all did meet last week.
Yes, we did meet, on the recommendation of our last, fiscal court meeting. The discussion that we had was, what did we want to do with the committee that formed, the secondary committee, being that it was its own entity. We just came with the consensus that fiscal court has got you and the economic development committee, and we feel that's be satisfied situation.
Okay, is that okay, Cassidy, for us to do it that way?
Basically, want to leave the committee of the court.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
you want to operate on that.
It'll be, Roger, Danny, and Edie.
It can
But it won't be under the bylaws of the previous.
Yeah,
So
right.
you would operate under
Fiscal
the
court.
fiscal court's control. Sure.
Okay.
And the other thing we discussed is that at some point we want to be involved with the comprehensive map.
Yeah, yes, and we're still working on the comprehensive, plan.
The future land.
We're working, yeah, on the future land use map now, so hopefully we'll get that done soon. The city's kind of been a little bit of a hold up on that, so.
Well, we have to do Pendleton area too.
Yes, so they'll be getting with you on that, and, but it's your district, so
Along with Danny. That's his-
you got some of that, don't you? Yeah, yeah, but, okay, sounds good. All right, move on to sheriff's report. Keith?
All right, we responded to 289 calls from KSP dispatch, and 79 calls we responded to from the sheriff's office. Had 106 citation of criminal summons, had 39 criminal arrests, 26 warrant arrests, served 142 court papers, transported 3 fugitives, transported 2 MIWs, had 1 special event, had 61 vehicle inspections, 25 carry concealed license, 2 DUI arrests, and 5 drug charge arrests.
The drug charges up this month.
Yeah.
All right, any questions for Keith? Okay, thank you, sir. All right, going to the, Historic Society mural approval. If you got any questions, Olivia, somebody here can answer why.
So in your packets, there is a rendering of what Greg Robinson has in mind. He is here tonight, so I'm actually going to turn over the podium to him so he can explain. If y'all have any questions, you can ask him.
Yeah, so the drawing, the rendering you have there is basically a stencil, really not a glimpse of the finished product. You can see to the left there, there's a color code. I grabbed that color code from that bottom left-hand church, and I'm going to use that color throughout. And the top in the middle is a map of the Kentucky River, and there'll be a box will be there. You can tell kind of where that's going to be. But yeah, if that design is okay with you guys, we can start.
It's gonna take a few days to do that.
It will, I'll run the one in Emmons in 2.5 weeks.
Yes, there's a lot of, seems like more people and things on this, but it's gonna be a whole lot of,
I'd rather do faces than
yes. Yeah, so what's everybody's, feelings on this? Is everybody okay with doing this?
Yeah.
Hey, we need that in a motion then, make a motion by Ed, second by Kevin, all in favor?
That's a motion to approve the.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, so hopefully you can get, I don't know, when are you planning on starting?
It'll be done before June.
Oh, so pretty quick then?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, thank you, we appreciate you doing that.
Appreciate you having me.
Okay, next on the agenda is our fiscal court, budget, for 26. We need to set the meeting to have, it's gotta be done before the end of April. So we need to set the date on that. I think we need to do it, ma'am, for the special meeting. We need to do it by the end of April, and I think Ed's gonna be gone
To the 28th.
to the 28th, so,
We can do the 29th or 30th, either one.
so,
That's still.
Yeah, we preliminary set a date for the 20.
Well, we set the date for the 1st of May, but it has to be done by April, so we can do it on the 30th, and knock it up a day.
First day of May.
Don't we need,
we can't do it the first day of May, it's gotta be
we'll do it
done
the 30th?
Yeah.
before.
Just move it to the 30th, then.
Okay, we'll do the 29th or 30th.
30th would be better.
Would the 30th be better? Okay,
That's
so,
all right.
so, April the 30th,
I believe it's on Friday.
Yeah. 3:30, you
Yeah,
want to do it?
3:30 at
3:30, okay, is that suit
It's on
everybody?
Wednesday. It's on Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday, whatever it
Yes,
is.
so that's fine.
Sorry.
At my office, yes. So, Joe, just so you know, it'll be the 30th of April at 3:30 at my office. If you got a question,
Kevin, that's not you.
okay, that'll be our plan meeting. Next, we need to, go into closed session to, discuss the opioid litigation. So we need a motion to go into closed session. Big motion by Ed, second by Brad, all in favor? All right, so we'll be in closed session, it won't take us long, so you don't have to leave. Okay, thank everybody for your patience. Need a motion to go out, closed session. Motion by Ed, second by Carl, all in favor? All right, now, need a motion to go back into open session. Motion by Brad, second by Danny, all in favor? All right, back in open session. So, we discussed the opioid litigation and, Ed has got a motion to make.
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to ratify the action of Judge Bates in withdrawing from the amended complaint against the pharmaceutical benefit managers in the opioid lawsuit.
Motion, second. All in favor? Danny was second. All right, thank you. Okay, flood update. I really, it's hard to even know where to start on this. You can see the devastation these people went through. It started, they was thinking that it wasn't gonna be too bad, and then they raised it to 57 feet, and of course, there was some, post and that said it was gonna be the ditch dam and open all the floodgates and this and that. But they had let us know on that Friday that they were gonna be opening some of the gates at Dix Dam, which they can only open, there's 10 gates, they can only open 6 at a time anyway, but, they don't have a mechanism to open but 6 at a time, but they, thankfully, that was not, good information, so we ended up cresting about 54 feet, but it was devastation, and where it was at, it was, some of the places just total loss, so we're working on that, we've been taking dumpsters, the Farm Bureau Federation has donated some dumpsters, we're taking some to the county and trying to get it where these people can clean their messes up, and they're, with the Seventh Day Adventists, they're in Lockport now. They clean 1 on 6 Mile today.
Yeah.
How many more did they get, do you know?
That's all I got today. It was a mess.
Yeah, it's just major. They cut the sheet rock out, take flooring up, whatever they need to do to let it dry out, and stuff to kill the mold, make sure the mold don't come back, so. And we've just had, a lot of good help on this, and like I say, the fire departments have had to, when, Billy and his crew was out, they had to call Lake Jericho in, and when they run their boat up to the light bars, they gotta turn around, they can't run over the light bars, so that tells you how deep the water was. And it's very dangerous, but, I don't think we didn't lose any lives, thank goodness, and a lot of people didn't have the damage in their home, but they were just, on an island, so all that, added insult to injury, but any questions or any comments on the flood? All right, well, we'll get through it. Everybody's been working hard, so we'll get through it, but, all right, claims and transfers. Motion by Kevin, second by Carl, all in favor? All right, motion carried. Okay, public comments, 3 minutes per speaker. Okay, Mike.
I had 2 questions about development. One is the subcommittee that meets, will they be open to the public? The other question I have is there is money available, there is money in the account, the existing economic development. A lot of that money all that money was input by public entities. And what's the status of that money? Those are the 2 questions.
The meetings will be open to the public.
The meeting, as far as the fiscal court committee,
Yeah.
anything we do, no.
So what times do you meet? Where do you
We
meet?
don't have set meetings.
So how are they gonna be open to the public if you don't set meetings?
We'll go through the process notification.
Right.
What is
Is
it?
that what we do, we post 24 hours in advance? Like we do?
Yes, I think we're supposed to have, we can put it on Facebook even.
Yeah.
If we need to let people know. Unless it's a set meeting, then we don't have to do that.
Okay. And you may not be able to answer my second question, but what's the status of that?
That makes it a question for Cassidy.
The fiscal court doesn't have access to any of those accounts or funds. They were a separate incorporation. Those can be requested. I did send a formal notice to the previous council, an address, which was a PO box in Newcastle, and I've never received a response. So the fiscal court hasn't acknowledged to my knowledge, or requested information as to who is going to take over that, whether they're going to be publishing that information or transferring the funds to the fiscal court. So I do not have an answer to report because I have not received a response from the previous Economic Development Council or Corporation.
Okay, there's only two people on that council that can sign checks. One of them has resigned from that group, so.
Unfortunately, I had to legally have to send notice to the previous registered agent, who is no longer even a part of the council. The registered agent is not, none of that information has been updated in what I can tell, at least 6 or 8 years. So again, it's not been registered or properly registered with the state in many years. So for us to establish legal service, excuse me, it went to the previous registered agent at the previous listed PO box, and we've not received a response.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right. Any other comment? Joel?
Hi, I'm Joyce Meyer, I'm from Fiscal. Can you hear me all right? I am sure most of you are aware that there is a lot of commotion in Old County right now about the potential for a large hyper data center. In fact, as we're reading here tonight, they're having an open house down at their city place discussing this. This is a concern for us too. But we don't have near the worry they do. They have hundreds of people out there that are doing a good job of resisting. And my mom taught me a lot of metaphors and different meanings, like make hay while the sun shines. I was a farmer, so I didn't know what that meant until I got older. The other one is an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And even though we may not be approached this time, it may be down the road for us that we are approached about the data center. There are so many downsides to that, and all I see is people, billions of dollars coming. We're gonna have so much money. You're not correct on that count. There's also a misconception that we are a prime place for data centers because we are near I-71 and all the counties near I-71, therefore it must be the same thing. It is not. It has nothing to do with access to interstate highways. They're looking for high power, serious high power. They will drain so much electricity, and you will have to put an infrastructure in there to handle that. There's a lot of information that the Oldham County group has put online, and we are Oldham County. It's good information. I have also put links on Save Our Land. There's a lot of YouTubes there, and I have the time it takes to watch them. Some of them are like kind of long and deep in the weeds. And I intend to put articles up also about the downside of these data centers. Really, I don't see a whole lot of good sides to it. The noise is terrible. It makes people feel ill. It goes 24/7 because of the cooling system that's required for all of those. And a lot of people, I don't think even know what data centers are. If you go look at the links, or if you want me to answer questions, I'll be glad to do that. But what I'm saying is, the outcome prevention is if we get planning and zoning and fiscal board to talk about potential of them coming in to our county. There was a meeting last Friday that I went to down in Oldham County, and even Spencer County sent somebody up to find out what was going on. So, if you would please look at that and do some research and meet and think about some ordinances that can protect us, especially from the hypers.
Oh, okay, thank you, George. Yeah, and I will say, I said in planning and zoning the other night too, I feel like I will go look at one of these big ones myself, and because I want to make a good informed decision on anything that I do, I think I owe it to the public to make sure that we make good decisions on everything, so. But right now, we really, it's at Oakland County, it's not us, so, we right now have an issue for Henry County.
No, keep it in mind and try to act before they come knocking on our door. It's frightening. And you could also invite some people that live next to these hyper centers to talk about what it's like living near one. Thank you.
All right, anybody else in the public? Steve?
First thing I want to say is just thank you. I think it's a shame, but it's just a fact of reality. It's a very good fact that tough times bring out the best in good people. And you guys, as leaders of this community and county, appreciate what you've done in these last few weeks. And I know you got a big challenge in front of you. And kind of look over here because we know you guys are some of the workers that make this happen. So I just want to say thank you. Now, the purpose I'm on the agenda is I wanted to invite you. I am the director of the Berry Center, and we're doing a lot of things out at the farm. Berry Center's got several properties here in Newcastle, and they do a lot. They've got different programs, so it can be confusing. So one of the things that we thought we'd like to do is just kind of start by inviting the county officials, and we sent out over 100 emails. Some of them have bounced back. So I'm going to ask you as staff, if you've seen them and your cohort has to see one, please pass it around. But we would like to invite you as a county employee to meet and greet at the farm out on Maddox Ridge Road. It's on May 1st at 4 o'clock. And just kind of show you some of the things we're doing. One of the things, and just one of the things, is that I want to be able to do more there, but obviously we're doing a lot on the farm, and we really are trying to build what I call a teaching farm, in that we'll be offering courses, everything from woodland management to cattle genetics, cattle insurance, and just kind of offering those kind of programs. So we're just really getting started. We're under a lot of construction, so you'll see a lot of dirt, and we'll probably be having this meeting hopefully in the barn, get it ready. But we'd like you to come out and spend an hour or so, and number one, thank you again, and number two, just kind of show you what we're doing. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Steve. Yeah, and if any of you guys want to go, make sure you respond. I think we're going to try to be there, so it'll probably be interesting to be able to be a part of it. All right, any other public comment? Okay, any court comment?
I was here in the city hall last night meeting, had a representative of Thomas Massey's office. And she went over, she's handing out pamphlets, updated pamphlets in his office. But she was sharing, on the federal level, they help with Social Security, disability, Medicaid, and Medicare. But she said with the flooding in our area, the flood victims can contact them with any help they need through FEMA or whatever, contact the office, they can try to help. That's what she spoke of last night in the office.
And to that, I would say, I texted, Congressman Massey himself today, and he said that he don't know when the president's gonna declare this a disaster. The FEMA people's ready to go, but I don't know when he's gonna do that. But hopefully it'll be soon, because we do have people that need help. We're getting as much help as possible, but hopefully we can get some FEMA help also. There is people ready to be on the ground if we can get that disaster.
So do you want to announce where people that want to contribute can contribute?
Yes, and we have got an account set up now at United Citizens Bank. It's if you want to contribute any money to that for the disaster relief, it's Henry County Disaster Relief Fund, and it's at the United Citizens Bank. You can deposit in any bank you want to, as far as United Citizens Bank, and it'll go into that fund. We got the pastors of 3 churches, and Travis and Jacob Beckley to agree to sit on that committee and kind of figure out who needs the money and that kind of thing. So there's no politics involved. It'll be just helping people, and I know this community I think it'll be a great outpouring of community involvement on that. So hopefully we'll see some good results from that. And Travis, you want to?
Yeah, I've got one other thing. So last month we were talking about the barrel tax and so on bourbon. So I pulled some numbers that aren't the barrel tax, but are the property taxes of that property for Angels Envy. So in 2019, before construction started out there, that farmer tax bill was $1,704.27. So that's total property tax, school, county, everything. In 2024, so this last tax year, that same property had a tax bill of $286,447.20. Difference of $284,742.93. Again, that's not barrel tax, that's 100% property tax. The county's portion of that in 2018 was $162.16. 2024, our property tax that the county collected from that property was $25,606.93. So the counties went up $25,444.77 just in property taxes development. And so I just thought those were interesting numbers from that property, because I know there's a lot of talk, the barrel tax is going away. However, it's a pretty big property taxpayer in the community.
What is that, how does that compare with the property tax, or what the barrel tax was represented and bring into the county?
I don't know what it was I don't know what it was supposed to bring in, but I don't have the barrel tax numbers. I'll try to get those for next meeting.
So the tax increase is based on capital improvements that they've made. So whenever we get a company that comes to the county and makes a substantial capital improvement, that takes the tax base up, which brings a whole lot more revenue for the county.
Well, and another thing to that, Roger, in 2017, I think our tax rate was 11.7.
Yeah, so ours was 11.7 then, and 2024 it was 10.3. So the rate actually has gone down.
But the revenue's gone up, so just to make that point.
That's a good point.
Okay, any other comments? All right, I got a grandson playing against Denise's grandson at the ball field, and Denise needs to get there and check. So can I get a motion to adjourn? All right, motion by Ed, second by Kevin, all in favor? All right, thank you all, have a good night.